have no greenhouse emissions up here. But then again, we need this particular condition to happen. We must produce them very, very high. One of you guys before was talking to me, and there is some pollution in producing those modules too. So let's be realistic up here. As we're producing those modules up here, there's obviously what? Some manufacturing that is done, some processing that is done, and this manufacturing of the modules itself, it's a very, very what? Confined manufacturing process. So there's not an easy manufacturing process to take in producing the solar modules. So there is some pollution associated to that, okay? And there are some risk associated with that. But again, in the industry up there, these things are pretty well confined here. We look into the actually technologies, the efficiencies. Now, what am I showing here? There's different types of modules that we produce. You know, the thin film technology, silicon, and then we have what's called solar concentrate. We actually the sun, and we point in one position up there for different types of what? Of applications. And we're going to go through that one. We're going to go and tell you what are those solar concentrators they are. All right. So you can see that this the industry itself is continuously improving efficiency. What do we mean by efficiency? What's efficiency? When you say you are 100% efficient in your job, what does that mean? What? Yeah, you don't hang around doing nothing, right? What I tell you is what I get back. So you're 100% efficient. What you put in versus what you get out versus what you put in, right? Times the percentage. So you can see that in the industry here, it keeps what? The efficiency of those particular devices, devices actually much increases. So we're hoping we're going to reach what? A level that is making it what? Very, very cost effective. And industry is working very similarly, it said, every module. And every manufacturer is competing now to do what? To produce a better and better what? Module. Smaller module, more amount of what? Power output, what? And more reliable. And there's many manufacturers that are utilizing different type of techniques. And the guy back there, he can help you with that if I'm wrong. Am I right? Am I right about the efficiency? I don't know what the position, whether it's the silicon, the thin film technology, and each one of them has what? Unique idiosyncrasies associated with them. All right? So what happens is now the government gets involved with this stuff too, you know, and it says, you know, certain states and so forth should reach a certain amount of what? Sustainable energy requirements by certain types of what? Of years up here. You can see that as solar electricity decreases up here by a certain amount of years. So by 2016, to be a what? To be the least expensive one that what? That grid electricity. I don't know. This is predictions. This is analysis based on what? Technology evaluations and so forth. But if the grid, for some of you, if the grid cost is a certain, it's pretty much stays stationary, which we don't know. Actually, they have it to increase it, which means the amount of money that you're paying for every what? Kilowatt, it will increase because what? Because there's no more power plants being developed, you don't want one next door to your house and so forth, so they're going to have to raise it, or they have to buy it for somebody else, and as the solar electricity here becomes what? Cheaper and cheaper, then what happens at some point in time, it will be what? But we're hoping by this it's going to happen what? By 2016, which is what? 6 years from now. So you better get on the ball up there and get familiar with this solar stuff, because what happens?
Full Romex.
Excuse me? Well, you better start learning this stuff, because you don't want to learn at the last minute, you know, like I did. Okay. You're going to move to Florida. Do you understand what I'm saying? The way the trend is, this predictions that we be able to reach a point in time, but actually the grid cost and the solar energy cost would be what? Equivalent. Okay. Any questions? How come we don't have no questions? I must not be doing it.
Explained it all. You explained it all.
What do you say there, Bruce? All right. Now here's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to try to get you a little bit excited to do a little bit about this knapsack stuff before I do my other presentation. Well, let me do the other one. It's easier. All right, let's talk a little bit technical so you guys will get a little. What I'm gonna do now, I think I'm going too fast. Yes?
Like a sponge I am. Square pants.
Okay. Alright. I'm gonna start asking the questions, then you're gonna be in trouble.